we were friends like back in the day, um, and then we weren't.
All right, settle in and grab your popcorn because this is about to be a wild ride. Remember the Jordyn Woods Tristan Thompson drama, the scandal that felt like it shook the very foundations of reality TV? Well, hold on to your hats because it turns out that might have just been a warm-up act we're diving headfirst into a whole new level of celebrity intrigue. And this time Hailey Bieber is squarely in the spotlight for months, maybe even years. Fans have been scratching their heads wondering what was really going on between Justin and Hailey. Things just seemed off, the internet detectives were working overtime, throwing out theories left and right. Was it Justin's mental health struggles taking a toll? Were they simply growing apart, the pressures of fame finally cracking their foundation? Honestly, the speculation was rampant, ranging from plausible to the downright bizarre, but now Jordyn Woods is stepping into the ring. And she's dropping some serious bombshells. According to Jordyn, the real reason behind the tension wasn't what we thought at all. She's alleging that Hailey's been playing a two-faced game, and that's been the root of the problem all along. Get ready to have your perceptions shattered because this story is about to get messy, complicated, and potentially explosive. But before we get into it, make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to never miss out on any new videos. It's free and helps us tremendously bring out new content for your enjoyment. Okay, so we all know the Justin Hailey Selena thing has been a constant source of internet drama, right? It's been like a reality show playing out in real time. But just when you think you've seen it all, boom, Jordyn Woods enters the chat, and honestly, I think she might be the plot twist we didn't even know we needed. What's so interesting is that Jordyn and Hailey's connection makes you really think about what loyalty even means these days. We're living in a world where everything's filtered, everyone's building a brand, and it's hard to know what's real and what's just a show. So when these two with all their history and connection suddenly pop up together, it's not just a random picture. It feels like something's going on under the surface. Now you won't believe this tea I'm about to spill, but apparently Jordyn Woods has been sitting on some major secrets about Hailey Bieber. So get this, Jordyn and Hailey were actually super tight back in the day, way before Hailey became Mrs. Bieber. We're talking about being in each other's lives since they were basically kids sharing all those deep secrets that only best friends know about each other. Word is Jordyn's finally had enough of keeping quiet, and she's ready to expose some pretty shocking stuff about Hailey. The biggest bombshell, she's claiming that Hailey wasn't exactly faithful to Justin during their relationship like we're all out here thinking they're this perfect couple. But according to Jordyn, there's way more to the story than what meets the eye. The really wild part is that Jordyn says she was there through it all. She knows things about Hailey that would totally change how people see her. We're talking about stuff that Hailey's worked really hard to keep under wraps, and now that their friendship has apparently hit the rocks, Jordyn's not holding back anymore. Of course, this is all super messy because these girls used to be so close. They were literally in each other's corners through everything, sharing secrets and supporting each other before all the fame really hit. But you know how it goes. Sometimes the closest friends end up knowing all your darkest secrets. And when things go south, well, let's just say it can get pretty ugly. Okay, so here's where things get even juicier. Jordyn's apparently spilling that this whole narrative about Justin and Hailey's marriage problems isn't what it seems at all. According to her, Hailey's been playing this really calculated game where she's trying to make Justin look like the bad guy when really she's the one with a sketchy past that's catching up to her, from what Jordyn's saying. Hailey's basically been projecting her own actions onto Justin, trying to control the public narrative. Like whenever there's drama in the media about their marriage, Hailey somehow manages to come out looking like this perfect patient wife dealing with a difficult situation. But Jordyn's claiming it's actually Hailey who's been causing the problems all along. And she's just really good at flipping the script, and fans are seeing through the BS now. One person wrote on X, time for y'all to understand. Hailey is the problem. She's controlling. Since when do y'all actually see this man out ever? And when he's out, she's glued to him. Is never just with his friends, all while she's always out with other men, partying with her friends and drinking. No one bats an eye. The tea is that Hailey's supposedly been super strategic about her public image, carefully crafting this whole sweet, devoted wife persona, while quietly pushing this narrative that Justin's a complicated one in the relationship. But according to Jordyn, who was there from the beginning, it's all smoke and mirrors. She's saying Hailey's basically using her past friendship with Justin's ex and this whole pick-me situation as a cover-up for her own behavior. What's wild is that Jordyn claims Hailey's been doing this since day one, playing the victim card while actually being the one causing issues behind closed doors. And apparently Justin's been taking the heat for stuff that's actually rooted in Hailey's actions, but has been keeping quiet to protect their marriage. The real kicker in all of this is how Hailey and Jordyn's friendship completely fell apart. These two were literally inseparable. At one point, we're talking about that ride or die kind of friendship that everyone thought would last forever. But everything changed during that whole Tristan Thompson drama back in 2019. You remember that mess, right? When the news broke about Jordyn and Tristan's alleged kiss at that house party, it was like the whole world turned. Against her overnight, Jordyn tried to clear the air on Red Table Talk, with Jada Pinkett Smith being super honest about what really went down. Just a kiss, nothing more. She even admitted she messed up by not telling Khloe or Kylie right away. But here's where it gets interesting. While Khloe Kardashian eventually came around and publicly forgave both Jordyn and Tristan, which, let's be real, was pretty big of her, Hailey completely ghosted Jordyn like straight up cut her off. This wasn't just about taking sides in the Kardashian drama. This was Hailey completely turning her back on years of friendship. What's really telling is how Hailey handled it. Instead of being there for her longtime friend during one of the toughest times of her life, or at least hearing her side of the story, she just bounced. And according to Jordyn, this showed her who Hailey really was, someone who dropped a genuine friendship the second it became socially inconvenient. The irony is that Khloe, the person who was actually affected by the situation, found it in her heart to forgive, but Hailey's still holding on to that grudge like a designer handbag. This whole situation really exposed the superficial side of their friendship, at least from Hailey's end. It's like she was more concerned about staying in the Kardashians' good graces and standing by someone who had been there for her since day one. And now, years later, Jordyn's finally ready to talk about how that betrayal felt and what it taught her about who Hailey really is behind all the perfect Instagram posts. So now it all makes sense why Jordyn's finally speaking up, and the timing isn't random at all. She's basically saying, you want to play holier than thou? Let's talk about it. The way Hailey completely cut her off and acted all high and mighty during the Tristan situation, only for Jordyn to know all along about Hailey's own sketchy behavior. That's the definition of hypocrisy, and Jordyn's had enough. What's really getting under Jordyn's skin is how Hailey turned her one mistake into this huge scandal and acted like she was too immoral to associate with her anymore. Meanwhile, according to Jordyn, Hailey's been out here doing way worse by playing the perfect wife role for the cameras. The math isn't mathing, sis, and let's talk about the Selena connection, because that's another layer to this whole thing. Jordyn's apparently been Team Selena for a minute now, especially after seeing how Hailey's been moving behind the scenes. She's seen firsthand how Hailey's tried to paint this picture of being the innocent one in the whole Selena-Justin-Haley triangle, when reality tells a different story. Jordyn's basically saying, if you're going to throw stones, make sure you're not living in a glass house. The tea is that Jordyn's been sitting on all this information for years, watching Hailey play this perfect wife role while knowing the real deal. But what really pushed her over the edge was the sheer hypocrisy of it all. How Hailey could judge and abandon her so quickly over one mistake while expecting everyone to turn a blind eye to her own behavior. It's giving very much rules for thee, but not for me energy. And now that Hailey's trying to spin narratives about Justin and play victim, Jordyn's just like, nah, we're not doing this anymore. She's basically saying, if Hailey wants to throw people under the bus to protect her image, she better be ready for the truth to come out about her own actions. Because while Jordyn took accountability for her mistake in Face of Music, Hailey's been skating by on this perfect image that Jordyn says is anything but real. So what do you think? Comment down below and let us know if you like this video. Click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to be the first to see my next video. I post updates like this every week where I uncover the secrets of your favorite celebrities, music,